Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the February 2017 video general readings for everyone. I'm going to be using my deck, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, and then it's going to be followed up with the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. Also, if you go to my Vimeo On Demand page, this month's deck that I'm using for the Lots of Love reading is going to be the Morgan Greer deck. The following is not an advertisement, but only an explanation of how my readings work. So if you know how to use my readings already in my shorthand so I don't have to repeat myself 12 times, go ahead and skip ahead. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to doing your reading. First of all, I want you to take time to gaze upon each card. There are messages in the image and text. Pause the video if you have to, because the words will shift and change to reveal a message that is just for you. This is Empowerment Tarot. I'm not here to tell you how to lead your life, and no one should. Trust your own intuition and allow your guides and angels to speak directly to you. If this reading does not resonate with you, be sure to check your rising and moon sign for further insights and illuminations. Finally, as to the court cards, which represent the people in the spread. Because this is a general reading for so many people, the court cards will not be gender specific. So even though I may refer to a queen as a female, as she is represented on the card, it really could be anybody in these general readings. So now, without further ado, on to the reading. Hi Leo, thanks for joining me for the February Lots of Love. This isn't the Lots of Love, I'm sorry. I got lots of love on the brain. The February Tarot Scopes with Animal Totem reading. Anyways, this is a big month. It's eclipse season, and guess who's having an eclipse in their sign? You. And we're going to get to that in a minute, so that's something we definitely want to talk about. Let me get these cards laid out and then we'll get into it. What was I going to say? I did have something I wanted to say. Oh well, we'll get to it. Either it'll come back or it won't, right? If it comes back, then we're going to tell, here's your last card. Then we're going to talk about it, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Yeah, so this is big. This month is eclipse season, and there's going to be 2 eclipses in your sign this year, all right? Now, that first one is the full moon on this month, February 10th. Mark your calendar. There's a full moon eclipse in your sign. Well, the spotlight's going to be on you, on a positive note. Let's look at that. The full moon illuminates. The full moon shines the light on. So the full moon occurring in your sign is going to create this shining light on you. Things are culminating, though. Things could be coming to a head. Also, the full moon eclipse, the eclipse can eclipse something out of your life. So it can be a time of releasing. But then it's going to follow up with a new moon solar eclipse in Pisces on the 26th. Okay, so, the eclipses affect everybody, the full and the new, whether it falls in your sign or not. So it's good to pay attention to those. Just period. All right, so let's have a look at your spread here. First card out you have is the 7 of Rods. So that says that, there's been some struggle. You've been struggling, and things have been coming at you from different angles, and there's been some struggle, and there's been some issues, but you're handling it. When this card shows on the upright, you're handling it. You're handling it, you're fending them off, you're on top of it, you're able to handle it. But it could be getting difficult. The rest of the spread is fantastic. I mean, you got wheel, upright, you got very favorable cards here, but that was the very first card out. So as we enter the month, you could be going through some struggle. This could be key as to what you want to release on that eclipse, all right? What are you trying to, what's become too much of a struggle to deal with anymore? This is what you want to let go of and release. Now you've got the King of Cups and the Hangman. The King of Cups is in a positive position. He's in an upright position, he or she, and it's very favorable. It could be referring to that new moon in Pisces too. It could totally be talking about a water sign thing, and we're going to have that new moon solar eclipse in Pisces on the 26th. But upright positions, often it's going to be an actual person, but they could be showing up around that 26th, too. This person is favorable to you. This person is going to help you. The foot dipping in the water is really standing out to me. So he dips his feet in the water. So that could be a few things. He's going to take a chance. He's going to dip his foot in the water, or you dipping your feet in the water. I mean, it could be like you're going to go somewhere and actually dip your foot in the water. Okay, but what I think about it is like testing the water, like trying a new direction, starting out on a new path. testing the water, going in a new direction that you really probably don't have a lot of experience in. It could be completely brand new for you, right? The Hangman is here too. Now the Hangman is not a negative card either. People think of it, oh, the Hangman, oh, it's not negative in one little bit. The Hangman is enlightenment. And I made sure that one of the things I changed on this card from the original art is I put these little branches and things growing up because it brings enlightenment and it brings growth. And this person also being a water sign, they trust their inner knowing. They trust their inner compass. They tune into their inner guidance, which is very much what the Hangman does. So it's like, as we start out, you're struggling, pause to take time, receive enlightenment, think about what's really going on. Somebody's thinking about you too. Somebody's thinking you over, and they're going to make a decision here. And the Emperor's in the upright position. And these toes and these feet are standing out to me. I wonder why. Well, Pisces rules the feet, so we might be talking about that. But maybe somebody's a dancer or a podiatrist, or, feet have something. I'm hearing now that old song, who was that? Nancy Sinatra? These boots are made for walking, and that's just what I'll do. And one of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you. Wow. Come on, boots, let's get walking. Oh, too funny. I think she says that in some point in there. It's a old Nancy Sinatra, I believe. It's an old song from the 60s. You might want to look it up. I've been looking up lyrics lately because I always have my tablet right here. I might as well. Let's look up, these boots are made for walking. But that part of, come on, boots, let's get walking. That's too funny. These boots are made for walking. Thank you, Google. Oh, we can even play it. I don't want to play it because I don't want to do any copyright infringement. But check it out. The video popped up too as Nancy Sinatra in her go-go boots and stuff. Pretty funny. Okay, you keep saying you got something for me. Something you call love, but confess. You've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin'. And someone else is getting all your best. Oh, so it's about an affair. Oh, so I don't even realize. I was a little kid when that song came out. These boots are made for walking, and they'll walk all over you. You keep lying, and when you ought to be truth, and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be changing. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. You keep playing where you shouldn't have been playing. You keep thinking, and you're never going to get burnt. Ha! I've just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And when he knows you ain't had time to learn, these boots are made for walking. Here he goes. Are you ready, boots? Start walking. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna leave that on the screen so I remember to listen to that song afterwards. I want to hear it again. But anyways, I don't know. Something about defeat. I don't know. I'm not really seeing any indication of lying or anything, but maybe that's just a message for somebody. Oh, I'm in a silly mood. I'm sorry. But that just struck me so funny. Anyways, but money's coming. This seems more about money because you got the Page of Pentacles below and then the Six of Pentacles over here. So this Emperor seems to be offering you a financial opportunity, a new job, some money. It just seems like some money's coming. I think they're thinking you over. Like they're thinking, or they're thinking over your proposition. Maybe you're trying to get this guy to come along to your way. It just seems like he's going to help you, and maybe you need him to come along to your way of thinking. Maybe even though he's got a lot of money or financial friends, he's not really along on this particular venture. He doesn't have much experience with that. He's not sure if he should dip his feet in. So he's waiting, he's thinking it over, he's trying to think, he or she, and it looks like he's going to say, you're going to get a yes. So again, it could be a loan, an investor, a job, something like that. Wheel of Fortune is here too. And Wheel is fantastic. I always mention this when I talk about Wheel. I didn't put it on the cover of my deck by accident. I put it on there because it's good fortune. It's Fortuna. And when the wheel is up, the wheel you know, the things are turning out your way. You know, you're getting a lucky break. Things are happening. With the full moon in your sign, though, something could be released ahead of time. You may have to release, but then something else good was going to come right behind it, okay? It does seem like there's money coming, absolutely. You got all the young dudes carry the news. The page of brings the news of the money. The money's coming. The Emperor is definitely going to invest in you in whatever manner. Whether he's going to give you money because he's an investor, or he's investing in you because he believes in you because he's going to hire you for a job, you know, things like this. And again, the news is coming, and it's going to come quickly. When it happens, it's going to happen. It's going to just start happening. And with the Wheel and when these two cards show together, Wheel and Eight of Rods, it's like bang, bang, bang. It's happening right away, and you're going to have to act quickly. So if you are facing struggle, maybe you gotta, are you ready, Boots? Start walking. I'm sorry, I just can't get over that. It's too funny for me. He's got boots on too. They probably all have boots. He's got boots on too, but whatever. Boots on the ground too. Maybe that's what he's got. Boots. He's got big boots, and he's got big boots. All right, I'm just in a too silly of a mood, but I know you Leos can handle it because you're fun and silly too. But I think you're going to be the last reading I'm going to do for today. I need to stop. But anyways, yeah, so, but good news is definitely coming. So, seriously now, if you feel like you are having some stress right now, and things are getting a little crazy, you're going to release something, and something new's coming in, but it looks so favorable. Your finances look so favorable, okay? And some big opportunity. I believe that this is the same person, that the King of Cups is actually the Emperor, or one and the same. There's a chance that maybe this isn't. This could be like an agent or a broker that puts you in touch with the Emperor. Or the Emperor, maybe this is who you're dealing with, but really the Emperor has the final say on everything. But I'm kind of feeling, if it's not the same person, it's from the same, like this could be the bank manager, you know, the guy you talk to for the loan, and this is the guy who actually approves the loan. They're from the same, you know, they're from the same kind of, there's a similarity. They're in the same group somehow, okay? Okay, Leo, what is your animal totem? Isn't Nancy Sinatra a Leo too? I don't know why I would know that. I'm going to have to check that before because I'll forget. Nancy Sinatra. If I her Wikipedia page should show up right away. What's her birthday? Of course, it's not showing up right away. Wikipedia, here we go. Oh, she's a Gemini, June 8th. Okay. Anyway, so what is that Leo animal totem going to be? Leo. The rat. Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy? And that song was about a rat, kind of, you know, the typical explanation of a rat, like somebody who was doing something. Maybe some of you are. Maybe they're trying to tell us. Somebody, it would have to be in this vibration, that somebody you're dealing with might not be on the up and up. I mean, because it's certainly not showing anywhere else beyond that, you know. So maybe this is something that's ending, or that could be what's being released in this eclipse in your sign. Maybe that's what's going to be released. But let's look at rat. Sneaking, slinking, hiding, stealing, fear, lack, hoarding, squalor, surviving in harsh environments. Release what no longer serves you. Well, it's time to release. With the full moon eclipse in your sign, come on. I mean, it's time to release. But that's funny because you think, oh, you dirty rat, or what a rat, you know, somebody that's cheating, lying, stealing. I know people have pet rats and they were upset about this card, but the only rats I've ever encountered are like sewer rats, and I don't, you know, they're not cute at all. But that was so funny, those lyrics too. And I did not remember that was what that song was about, at least not on the conscious level. So it was about somebody cheating and stuff and stealing and lying. So I guess that message is trying to come through to you, that you do need to be aware of it. But also, go back to that song, these boots are made for walking, so walk on out of here. Are you ready, boots? Start walking. Oh my God. All right. Okay, Leos. Thank you guys for everything you do, including liking, sharing, commenting. If you do want strictly a love reading, head over to Vimeo. This month's deck I've used the Morgan Greer. Check out the Eye in the Sky, which is up in the corner. You can go, takes you to my site if they have a daily animal totem. And I also post a weekly animal totem on Facebook if you want more free animal totem stuff. I have books, I have decks, I have private readings. I have all sorts of stuff there that you can check out. And by supporting me through buying my wares and donating and all that stuff, that's what helps keep these readings free every month. So I really appreciate all your support, and I look forward to doing these in the future for you, and you know, continuing to do the free readings for forever. Okay. Hey Leo, have a happy Valentine's Day. If this didn't resonate with you, maybe check your rising and moon also. But remember, you are love and beauty incarnate, and have a great month of February, and I'll speak to you soon.